Every year, I try to find a place that feels different from the last. This time, sitting at home and thinking about my next adventure, I found myself asking the same question. Where should I go next? I wasn't looking for another popular destination. I wanted something different. A country with unique landscapes, a strong culture, and a real sense of adventure. But I had no idea where that place would be. Then, during a conversation with two friends, one country came up. Kyrgyzstan. A country I knew almost nothing about. The more we talked about it, the more curious we became. Remote mountains, nomadic traditions, horseback journeys through some of the wildest landscapes on earth. Within days, the decision was made. We packed our bags, booked our flights, and set off to discover a country unlike any we had visited before. This is Kyrgyzstan. Our journey started long before we reached the mountains. In Karakol, we made our final preparations. We bought supplies, packed our gear, and made sure we had everything we needed for the days ahead. But before heading to the mountains, there was one important thing to do. At a traditional horse market, we needed to find the horses that would take us through this adventure. They were not just transport, they would be our companions for the journey ahead. Surrounded by local traders and the energy of the market, we carefully chose the horses that would join our expedition. This was where the real adventure began. With our guide Ibraim leading the way, we left the road behind and drove towards the mountains. The further we traveled, the more the landscape changed. The mountains became bigger, the roads became smaller, and snow covered the highest peaks. Soon, we reached the place where our journey would begin. Before setting off, we packed our clothes and supplies onto the horses. Everything we needed for the next few days had to come with us. Then, we started our journey through the mountains. Our first job was to set up camp before sunset. We pinched our tents and packed our gear and watched the last light hit the mountains as the temperature quickly dropped. As the sun rose, it was time to ride again. We got back on our horses and made our way to the next village, where we would spend the night. But we still have many hours of riding ahead of us.
Every time, just like the last, on the ship, tied to the mast, to distant lands, takes both my hands, never a frown, with golden brown.
The next morning, we woke up in a small village of yurts. We met a group of local women who welcomed us with traditional songs and music. They taught us about their culture and showed us how they make their traditional clothing, using techniques that have been passed down for generations. High in the mountains of Kyrgyzstan, an ancient tradition still lives on, and we were lucky enough to experience it up close. The eagle hunters. They came to our camp and showed us what makes this century-old tradition so special. From a young age, they trained golden eagles to hunt foxes and other small animals, building a bond based on trust that lasts for years. After days of riding through rivers, mountains, and endless valleys, we finally arrived. The last valley. No roads, no noise, no signal, just nature, silence, and complete freedom. Standing there, surrounded by nothing but mountains, it's impossible not to think about life, about how small we are, and how little we actually need to feel alive. In a world that never stops moving, this place reminds you to slow down, to breathe, to appreciate the silence. Every challenge, every cold night, and every difficult climb suddenly made sense. This wasn't just the end of our journey. It was the reason we came. Kyrgyzstan didn't just give us incredible landscapes. It gave us perspective. And that's something we'll take with us for the rest of our lives.